Hello there. This is Legend of Zelda: The Last Oracle. It's a Zelda fan game that's based off Zelda 2. In fact, it's a direct sequel to Zelda 2.
So it's Zelda 2 2?
Yes, Zelda 2 2.
Yeah, Zelda 2.2, or like Zelda 2.5. Well, I prefer Zelda 2 Part 2, because that's how people are naming movies these days, so why not?
Oh, man.
Yeah, so this is just recapping the ending of Zelda 2, correct?
And it's also explaining what's going to happen in this game.
Uh-oh. A distant land.
Yeah. Basically, the beginning here is, after the events of Zelda 2, a wizard came back, went through all the dungeons, collected Link's blood, or what he could find of Link's blood, and revived Ganon in a weakened state.
That's gross. So basically this isn't a wizard, it's like a genetic engineer. He's grabbing all of your blood because he's going to somehow clone Ganon from it.
No, he used the blood to summon Ganon.
Oh, right, because you need Link's blood for it for some dumb reason.
In this game you do, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So basically Ganon just went back through the dungeon and beat everything down.
Well, he came back and went after the 4 oracles.
Yeah, now I'm just going to pretend that he just went through the dungeons, because that sounds more fun, don't you think? Like, they're all just hanging out in the dungeon for no reason. He just goes in and just punches them to death using his moves from Hyrule Warriors.
Ah.
Hey, listen.
Now, here's the thing. You do need I to talk, but it's not explained anywhere else except here. And to get to the intro text you saw, you need to press I.
Well, fantastic.
So, if you didn't know what key to hit, you'd be stuck at the intro forever.
So this is the opposite of a tutorial screen that helps you. This is one that will hurt you forever.
Oh, no, this one's fine, but like the intro where we were talking about the story, that's where you need to hit I to continue. Here is fine.
I see.
And I don't know why we're in Ordan Village. It doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. I think because that's where, was it Twilight Princess Link came from.
Oh, God. They look like the ones from Ragnarok.
Yeah, I think those are the jellies you'd see from Zelda 2, because that's the overworld, and like Zelda 2, in the world you get random enemies that pop up, and they chase you down, then you get into a fight.
Well, that really only happens if you go out into the woods. That's your fault. You summoned the beast. Now you gotta put it down.
More or less, yeah. I think this is our fetch quest. No, we're gonna get a fetch quest here momentarily.
I think you gotta start breaking those pots.
You can't.
You can't?
No, those aren't pots to be broken.
They look like breaking pots. They look like pots that you break.
Yeah, there's an item for those a little later.
Okay. Cool. We'll find the breaking pot soon, because that sounds like more fun than all this chatting. Learn the political history of Everybody Lives Underground Village.
Yeah, it's true, huh? Well, this guy's the one giving us our fetch quest. Basically, the monsters between the two towns here is stopping a delivery from Ordan Village, so we have to go back to the starter town, talk to another guy, and then come back here.
And you can't jump high enough to get that chest.
No, we cannot.
Wow, you got weak, Link. you forgot leg day for like 27 years. Now it's come back to haunt you.
It might have. You never know. You never know. So, now we gotta make our way back to Ordan Village.
Oh, and now that it's dark, monsters just come out whenever they feel like it. I gotcha.
Yeah. So now we gotta fight them.
I don't think your technique was working.
We're fine.
Yeah, also you're shooting blood everywhere. You should be careful.
I'm trying to. So here's the cool thing about these battles. You don't have to completely wipe out the enemies. All you have to do is make it to the edge of the screen and walk off.
That's how it was in Zelda 2.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. So you just said it's great because that's how it was in Zelda 2.
It's just mechanics.
Yes. No, that's cool. This game's got the mechanics down pretty well. You're pretty beat, though. You should eat something. You should eat a giant heart.
Well, we'll get to that eventually. I don't think there's any giant hearts around right now.
Oh, a cardboard box.
Well, there's an old package in there, so who knows how long this thing's been waiting.
Why don't you get inside it?
We're not that cool.
Yeah, you really aren't, Link. Sorry.
So, here's the thing. Some of the artwork in this game is custom. I just don't remember which one it is or not.
I'm sure in the credits they'll have every last sprite sheet credited.
I doubt that. So, now we just gotta return this item that we picked up from the other shop.
I'm surprised people still want to talk to you with that loud beeping happening.
I know, right?
They must just talk really loud.
So now I'm gonna get something cool from this, I hope. We'll see, though.
10 rupees.
God, no. Hopefully not. Plus, his not gonna be rupees. He doesn't have money for it.
Oh, the boomerang. That's better. Now use that to get the treasure chest.
Unfortunately, no, I tried. You'll see it in a second here.
Roll that footage.
We pull up inventory with the Q, and then we select an item and press the corresponding letter to equip it.
Okay.
So, O is our sword, P is our boomerang.
And together, you got an OP combination.
Oh, I actually didn't think about that. Well, the boomerang is not really that useful, for the most part, as you'll see in a moment.
Is it gonna help us get a key item?
Well,
Probably not.
it will, because it's needed for certain puzzles.
Oh, well then. As long as it's not entirely peripheral. Oh, peace out. That was a dumb battle anyway.
Well, actually, that's where we need to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I wanted to show off the boomerang. What it does is it stuns most enemies. It'll kill one type, though.
It'll kill one type of enemy. Ugh.
Yeah.
Speaking of death. Let's mourn the loss of a hero.
He'll be back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, just like regular Zelda.
Didn't even bother with Return of Ganon. You'll just have to add it in post.
Well, it's not really the Return of Ganon. He's already back.
Well, whatever. Double Return of Ganon. That up slash is pretty good. Snatch that right from Smash, right?
I think so. I don't know. Actually, no.
Man, you're not even pulling off any down stabs. I hope you get some down stab on.
I don't think we have downstep in this game.
You should have down stab. That's the most important part of Zelda 2.
Yeah, so now we're actively trying to avoid battles because they're about all the same now.
What are you trying to do?
Go in here.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Get the thing. Or you'll die. And then you fall off a cliff.
It's not die as we need.
It's too dark. It's too dark to see.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to just run through it like an idiot like all the speedrunners do.
Nope. Because even though the fairy gives us some light, we need a little bit more.
So you're gonna go buy a lighter.
No. We're gonna learn about where the other one is in a second here, or we're gonna talk to her and figure out, hey, maybe that's what the thing is.
You're gonna steal some night vision goggles.
Oh, hell yeah, we're gonna be Tom Clancy up in this thing.
It's gonna be pretty terrible. It's not gonna be written well at all.
Oh yeah, and if we talk to him again after we get the boomerang, he actually tells us how to pull up the inventory and equip it.
And then equipped. You can throw it in 8 different directions.
But we can't get that chest.
That's cool.
There's probably nothing in there.
See a lot of really, decent programmers and artists work on fan games and stuff, but not many very good writers.
Alright, so this is where we have to go. There's an item at the end of this area that we need to get. Now you can tell this is a special area because it's got mushrooms and ferns, everything else didn't.
Oh yeah, this is my least favorite biome.
You never know.
I dig that parallax scrolling in the background though. Gotcha.
That was great.
A button. Okay. That didn't really help anything at all ever. Are you trying to crush yourself?
I actually didn't know there was a ceiling there. I'll blame that on the lighting when I recorded this.
Huh.
Yeah. And, spoiler alert, no, the rupees will never be used.
At all?
Not in this version.
This is a hell of a demo. But can the rupees be transported to the full version?
I have no idea.
Probably not. That's not a thing that you'd want to do for a fan game.
By the way, the shield is fairly easy to use. All you have to do is stand still.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty old school. Oh, now you got the lantern. Cool.
That's right. That's the magic item that one lady was talking about of Legend.
It's ever burning and will never run out. So, like, if you go on a camping trip, you want this lantern.
Yes. Yes, you do. Unfortunately, it has no tactical use outside of lighting things up.
A tactical use.
Well, yeah, like in the other Zelda game, if you had the lantern and you can use some MP, it would actually hurt enemies. This one doesn't.
Oh yeah, you just get up close to him and just lantern jack him.
Yeah.
It's the biggest jerk move, but it's cool.
Alright, so we got the lantern, now we can go into the cave and progress to the next area.
Alright, that's how you advance in video games.
Well, yeah, in a way. And let's just equip it with P. There we go.
Okay, so you just shoot out a little fireball. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Doesn't even burn bushes, though.
Oh, those guys are torches. That's what they are.
Yeah. I haven't actually figured out what happens if you light all of them, though, but...
And the Castlevania music kicks in. Everything is real cozy.
Actually, I think this is an up version of a Zelda 2 song.
Yeah, no, this is an arranged version of the Zelda 2 song, but it arranges it to sound like a Castlevania Symphony of the Night song. Which I don't disapprove of, actually. Pretty okay with that.
Just wait till we get to one of the later tracks.
Nah, I'm just gonna watch you fall off cliffs and shit.
Yeah, that was a bad move on my part.
That was an error.
I let that slump get too close, that's what's happened there. Yeah, no worries, we got this. And those bats do have an audio cue before you hear them. I'm sorry, the keys. That's what they're usually called as.
They skitter.
Yeah, you hear that just before the squeal.
That's fine. Also, they're bats, so it's not like they're really important to keep track of. Bats are an entirely unimportant species in my eyes.
Boy, they can hurt you if you're not too careful.
Yeah, fuck bats. It's like Medusa heads, man.
No, don't bring those into this.
No, that's cool. It's like, I really want, like, every state to just ban Medusa heads, right? Because there shouldn't be Medusa heads in the world. That shit's bullshit.
And as you can see here, the flame does jack squat to that flying.
That's unfortunate. You should quit trying.
We did. And now that bat's owning me. There we go. Thankfully, the bat, more often than not, will drop a health.
Can beat the whole fighting game, has trouble with the bats. Man, there better be treasure here. No treasure? You better just make a leap of faith. Good job.
Yeah, there's no treasure there. I almost missed that, because there's going to be a part later where you have to take a leap of faith.
I've seen you miss some pretty easy jumps.
Yeah.
So it was really a matter of time, honestly.
Shit.
Wow, this guy's a jerk.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Oh, we got him. Oh, wait, did I make it this song, this one? Oh, no, I don't. I think I left like one more death in this cave.
If it's right here, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh god, oh god. I think it's coming up.
Yeah, nice lantern, buddy.
I like that lantern.
Good job.
And they're dead.
Oh, you fell on the floor.
Yeah,
you were cut in half by the screen.
That's why I left that in, I think, is because a little bug right there. So now we have to go back through and do this all over again.
This is not a super fun dungeon run.
We'll be fine.
Well, we would be fine if this dungeon did not exist and we were playing, you know, a game with cars in it.
What game would that be? There's no Legend of Zelda car game that I'm aware of.
There should be. Legend of Zelda Kart. Hyrule Kart Warriors.
It's what happens when Zelda tries to compete with Mario in Mario Kart.
That's Miyamoto competing with himself.
It might work, you never know. There's enough characters in Zelda to work with it.
Maybe it would be Miyamoto competing with Aonuma.
Or how about Mario versus Metal Gear?
Mario Gear. Well, it would be essentially it would be Metal Gear versus the giant Clockwork Mario from Mario Zone and Mario Land 2.
Oh god.
Obviously.
Well, that'd be a great crossover though, right? You just crossover Mario series and Metal Gear into one game like they did for Super Mario RPG.
Don't give anyone any ideas.
You're the one that brought up the giant Clockwork Mario from Mario and 6 Golden Coins.
Yeah, but that's because that was awesome. That was the best video game ever made.
It was alright, it was alright.
If you had the bunny ears right now, those jumps wouldn't be hard at all.
Now I can just slowly float my way down.
Exactly.
Alright, so, these Octoroks are the only thing that the Boomerangs can kill.
Oh, they actually kill him?
Yeah, fuck, there you go. And I pulled a sweet double kill there. You won't see that very often.
I was hoping for a triple kill, but that would have been a pain to pull off.
Yeah, it would have.
And now everything is dead, except for that thing.
Yes, because I can't kill that with the boomerang, unfortunately.
Alright, now time for some precision jumping.
We're fine, we can precision jump the hell out of this. See?
Huh.
Okay, now here's where the leap of faith comes. You can kind of see the ground right below you, but you can't really, it's hard to see. But there it is.
That's just dumb, but not really a leap of faith.
Kind of a leap of faith. You have to trust that there's ground there, because it's barely, you can barely see it.
This isn't one of those, like, make you rage and stick your tongue out in a creepy way games, so I don't think it would make me, I don't think that would happen.
Oh, come on.
You know those games, the ones that make you rage and make angry faces. And then you make those angry faces like the front of your thing. Then people come for your angry faces.
I don't have an angry face for these kind of things.
I would just imagine if you had any sort of webcam thing, it would just be amazingly deadpan the whole time. I would do the same thing, actually. I would just draw really bizarre shit on the background and just be amazingly deadpan.
Could I just have a stick figure emoticons instead and have them relate to the emotion you're showing?
Or do what Roar's been doing and just use face rig.
God dang. Yeah, I don't have a webcam, so that's not happening.
Yeah, non-issues. Fuck that. Okay, now kill these guys.
We're working on it. As long as they don't hurt me.
You're not even working on it.
I'm trying to strategize. Give me a moment here. Alright, here we go. Boom. Strategy work.
Oh, okay. You were doing like mark and execute mode.
Yeah.
You were picking all of your targets and then executing them in one brief motion.
Pretty much, yes.
Except for the slime that was weak.
And here we are, coming upon our first town in the next area. Seems to be a little quiet though. Huh. I think I recognize that back from somewhere, I just don't remember where I saw it from. This area kind of reminds me of one of the towns from, was it Legend of the Mystical Ninja for the Super Nintendo? Including these two torches at the end, which I think used to be like a gate that led to the forest where you fought like a plate shooting ghost. But unfortunately, since this is the demo, there's actually no one here right now. And no, there's no secret to be held like I originally thought. Eh. And we can't exit to the right, so let's go back left and see what else this place has to offer us. So it looks like there's another town down to our south, and this statue thing to our left? Can't really interact with that right now, though. Oh well. So let's go visit our town, as soon as we get out of these fights. There we go. Hey, it's nice. This is a nice little lake town. Nothing seems to be going on, though. And, I actually don't think we can do anything with any of the houses in this game as of yet. Although I do recognize the magic shop icon from what looks like RPG Maker. Hey look, it's, who are you? Let's find out. Ah, it's Jacob. I guess we do, yeah. Oh, he's a freaking jerk. I guess they don't know that we're the hero of time or whatever from the second game. I still don't know how people don't recognize the bloody hero who defeated Ganon on 2 different occasions. Alright. So essentially what we gotta do now is find this guy named Barter who lives in a house somewhere in the forest north of this little village. Because Jacob here had to give him the crank because he didn't want anybody to cross that bridge because it might be too dangerous. Look at that. We picked up a rupee on the overworld and we're in like a rupee bonus zone. Nice. Oh, and they fade out too. I actually didn't realize that. Oh crap. That explains why I couldn't get everything. So now we're just looking around the forest trying to find that house. And since all the battles are repetitive, I've decided to cut a lot of them out. Now, this is Barter. He's going to give us our second fetch quest of the game. Now you are. Why does no one think that we'd be able to do this? What is so special about this bridge? I mean, we got a sword, we got a boomerang, and we got a shield. How much more do we need? Oh well. So what we gotta do is collect 10 slime caps. So Barter here will give us something that we require to actually make it across that bridge. Yeah, we will. Alright, so this is where we actively try to fight these enemies now. Hey, see that slime there? That guy is going to be the one that's going to give us our slime caps. Now, it's not a 100% drop rate on these guys. Sometimes you won't even get them at all. And you have to come back and do this thing all over again until you do. But thankfully this zone is two-sided, so it's mirrored on the left side too, so we can have a chance of getting 2 caps per stage, or per run through the fight. And yes, you can kill an Octorok through the slime with the boomerang. Nice. Alright, so since there's a lot of grinding, I decided to cut it out and we'll get to the last one. Because that was like, was it 5 to 10 minutes of battling these guys over and over again, hoping that they drop the slime caps that we require. But we're good now. So, let's give Barter the 10 slime caps, and let's get the crank, and then let's move on to the third and I think final area of this demo. Da-da-da-da! That does not look like a crank to me. It looks more like a switch. Ah, oh well. So the question you might be asking yourself now is, why is the bridge controlled in such a manner? What if there's someone trapped on the other side? Would that mean, since Barter has a crank, that guy would eventually have to die because the idiot Jacob here decided that he's going to be the one that controls the bridge? And doesn't realize there's actually someone on the other side of it? Hell, Jacob doesn't even think we deserve the crank even after doing Barter's request. You're a dick, Jason. I mean, Jacob, you're a dick. Oh well. So, with the bridge fully completed, let's move on. Now, this area has well, maybe one new enemy type, and that's the fish that will come out and strike you. These guys are a pain, because there are numerous of them, and they won't stop jumping. Thankfully, there are health drops along the way, as in, some people drop health and you can use that to escape. Or at least try to, anyway. Hey, look, we made it to the end. Wasn't that health, but I'm very thankful that some enemies actually dropped health. So let's not go in there right now. Let's see what's... Oh. Alright, well, let's finish these guys out. There we go. Perfect. Let's see what this cave has. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna ignore lighting those things up for now and see what we get. Hey, look, it's the anti-fairy. Now, unlike most anti-fairies in the other Zelda games, those ones will do damage to you. They don't actually have any stale status elements right now. Maybe in future iterations of this game they will, if there are future iterations to be had. Now, when you stab them, they become mollified, where they're harmless until they become active again. So you can use that chance to either walk through them or jump over them as needed. Just don't be touching them when they become active, otherwise you'll take damage. And our reward for this cave is... sweet, heart container. And it's a full one too, so we can get 4 hearts instead of 3. There really isn't much else to say about this cave. We just gotta trek back to the right instead of left, and we're out of here. Didn't even have to use that torch at all. Alright. So basically there's only one area left, and that's this guy. The level 1 Great Temple or Dungeon. Yeah, it looks pretty cool here, right? We got this silent build up to what's gonna come. There we go. I do like the track here, it's actually pretty sweet and sort of epic. It's even got a cool build up before it hits the main theme. Now as you saw there with the Moblin, that's probably the first time we actually ever stun one of those guys with the boomerang. And we got our first small key. I think we've seen all the enemy types in this game except for one. And we'll be seeing that a little later. So for now, just enjoy this rocking music as we make our way through Area 1 of the Great Temple and move on. It's actually fairly simple. We hit like 2 orbs, I'm sorry, we get a small key, hit an orb, which will open access to here, and move out. Now to use the key, you just have to hit the door with your sword. Hey, what's this? More slimes? And they're gonna die. Not hard. Now, one of the things I've learned is probably the best way to deal with them is just continue slashing and approaching them while slashing. Eventually they're going to jump at you, and if you're slashing them as you're approaching them, they actually won't teach you to hit your sword and get knocked back. And you can keep moving while still hitting them. I should have seen that trap coming. On my first run through this, I actually didn't see the slimes up there. So they got me. They got me. But they're still fairly weak. And all that was to get a small key. Now if you haven't figured it out yet, each small key is going to be needed to advance to the next area of the temple here. So now that we got our small key, we gotta find our way out of this area. And it's gonna be a little more complex than the first area of this dungeon was. So off to the right here is going to be like an orb switch that we have to hit. And the orb can only really be hit by a boomerang. You can't actually hit it with your sword. I've tried. But once that's taken care of, we move into this floor with the moblin. Take them out. Like so. Now that's actually the best way to deal with that guy too, is strike him with the boomerang to stun them, then hit him with the sword once you get close enough. He gets a little knockback, but as long as you keep striking them with the boomerang, you're fine. Because then he'll never get those bloody spears off, and you're good. And check it out, it's the next small key we need. And I realized, well, actually no, that ceiling's there, so if I'd left those blocks there, I wouldn't have been able to get to the left side anyway. Never mind. Let's just take care of this Deku Scrub. There's 2 of them. They don't sell us anything, they're just projectile shooters, which is cool. Kill the slime, and hopefully grab what's in here. Which is just a red rupee. Nah. I gotta find out where you can spend those things at, but like I said, at the moment, there's nowhere you can spend them on, because it's just a demo and the store hasn't been implemented yet. Oh well. We got our small key, and we're gonna move on to the, I think, third and last major area of this dungeon. And of course, for some reason, experience slowdown as soon as we enter, and then get hit by bats, or keys. And you can kind of see the puzzle here, so we gotta hit another orb to access the orb to the right. which means you just gotta go over here. Of course, it's guarded by a Dicker Scrub and a couple slimes. Now, the Dicker Scrub bullets look like they can actually hurt the slimes if you let it, but the slimes have to be jumping when it's shot, or when it's being repelled back from Link. Alright, so it seems like I'm stuck here, but it's not a problem. We'll switch this thing back and move out. And you can see how I got stuck because I tried to raise a door right under me, which had me collide with the ceiling above, which made it so Link couldn't move anymore. That's not a spear, that's an axe. Okay, anyway, so moblins throw axes. Got it. I really don't know what that flame did. Oh well. So now what we gotta do is make our way back down to the bottom floor here. Come across the stairs. Take care of a couple more Decker Scrubs and the associated slime. Ow. There we go. There we go. And we just hit the red guy from the right side. There we go. Alright. Now we can't proceed through there yet, even though it looks like we have to. We need one more thing. And there it is. So let's do this, the anti-fairy, and the keys. We get hurt by it. Doesn't matter. We just hit this guy. Boom. Alright, so now we collect the treasure, and I wonder what the treasure is going to be. Ooh, it's a bomb bag. So, now we're equipped with 30 bombs and we can blow the heck out of things, right? Primarily it's supposed to get us through here though. There we are. And here we run into our... well, I guess the boss. Our boomerang of course doesn't work, and neither does our sword because no matter what we stab him, he's gonna pull a shield. That guy is well, he's kind of a pain in the butt. Especially since you can't actually jump over him considering that he has... well, there's a very, very low ceiling. Now, I don't remember if that was in the original game at all, though. Oh yeah, we can blow up blocks too, now. We can take... well, except for that one we can't. I don't know why. The one to the north by the north cave we can, though, but you can't actually enter that cave, because again... this is a demo and that area actually hasn't been implemented yet. So let's take care of these Akaroks with our sweet boomerang. And get right back down to business. Of not being able to blow these boulders up. But we can do the boulders up there. But again, we can't go into that cave. Yeah, well. Alright, so let's do round 2 of this dungeon, and not get owned by slimes. There we go, perfect. You guys ready for round 2? I sure as hell am. Let's do this. Right, so now, we're going to see the slight differences you get if you come back to the dungeon after you've cleared it out the first time through. And basically the only difference here is, as soon as we get to it, Oh yeah, the boomerang can pick up items. Huh. Forgot about that. All the small keys have already been collected, and therefore all the doors requiring small keys are now open. So there's actually a lot less backtracking we have to do. The only thing that we honestly need to do now is to flip the switches and make our way forward. But I like this track, so we're going through it full again. Now I'm not going to try to find all the keys, because I know we don't need them anymore. That slime stood no chance, and neither will this. So you can see the effect in action here, right? How these slimes can't do anything to us, because we're that good. Now here's the thing, with the small key collected, we don't have to come down here anymore. This is just a mistake on my part, because I decided to explore a little bit. Yeah, no reason to be here at all. We'll get to you soon yet, Moblin. So all we gotta do is hit the switch, as soon as we get rid of this guy, there we go. And we're gonna go down and deal with that Moblin and continue forward. Oh, never mind, he's gone. Huh. Alright. So we got some bombs, and there's explodable brick right here, right? And apparently I dropped it too far away. Now, some of you may have noticed there hasn't been a bomb drop yet. Because I think that's because the game hasn't actually implemented bombs as drops yet. Because it actually expects you to be able to beat the first boss with the bombs that you do have. Which kinda sucks because you don't have enough space to actually fight the guy properly. Oh well. So close enough to do it, let's move in for the third kill. Or I mean, for the second run at the boss. Now this was just to show that, yes, the switches still need to be flipped, because we still need to get across that thing. And the blue switch controller is right over here, behind the Deku Scrub and the slimes. There we go. Perfect. And hey, that's another Moblin down. I still don't know what that torch is there for besides adding just a bit of extra lighting. I don't think it adds much though, but what am I to say against that, right? Alright, so let's hit the switch, like that, and let's move forward. Now we don't actually have to take the elevator up anymore since the pathway to the boss is already open. Let's just go in and deal with them. So this is actually how you're supposed to deal with the boss. He's only gets hurt by bombs, and they have an insanely long fuse time to them. So the only way to really deal with him that I think might be possible is drop a bomb, get him closer, then hit him enough times where he actually stops in front of the bomb and sits there for a bit. But that would require you to actually keep hitting him and so he doesn't move anymore. Yeah. Alright. So, let's go on our third run, and let's do this as kind of a speed run to show you what it looks like if we run through ignoring all the lesser paths that we don't need to take since we already opened everything. And of course, get these keys to run for their money. Alright, you guys ready? Let's do this. Third and final run. Now keep in mind, all we gotta do is hit the switches and move on. Slimes are still no threat to us. I think we've actually gotten good enough this game where they pose very little threat. Yeah. Very little threat indeed. There we go. So save taking the elevator all the way down. All we gotta do is take it to the second floor. Deal with the moblin who's right here. By booming stab, booming stab, booming stab. Uh-oh. We had the keys almost, guys, but we took care of that. Anywhere. Third area. Now the boss is fairly close by. Just a short elevator ride up. Hit a switch, elevator ride back down, hit another switch, and we're done. All in all, this game isn't that bad. It's actually pretty neat that someone actually remembered Zelda 2 and decided to design a game based around it, even making it a direct sequel. Because the thing is, you don't really see many Zelda fan games that take this archetype. They've always gone with the Link to the Past archetype predominantly. So it's actually kind of nice to see something like this. And the graphics are good. Actually, they fit pretty well. So I'll give the creator that for actually having art styles that mesh well together, instead of choosing disparate art styles to go with that don't look good at all when you combine them together like other fan games tend to do. Of course that bomb's gonna fail, because this guy's still too far away. I don't get why he has a laser sword but not us. Ooh. Next got him again. By the way, this is actually as far as the demo goes. It's supposed to be all the way to the first dungeon boss, and that's really it. So, this has been Legend of Zelda, The Last Oracle demo version. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next game. See you later.